here's Clint.
And this is Jim Bob.
And we are the Whiskey Drankers.
Oh, yeah.
God damn, what an episode we just watched.
Woo! And if you don't know, you're watching Talking Outside,
That's
where we
right.
talk about outsiders.
That's right.
Woo!
Wow. It's like, where the hell do you even start?
I know.
All right, whew.
Even Louis was freaking out about this episode.
Look at Louis right now. His eyes are red because he couldn't stop blinking.
It's true. I mean, he was smoking a little bit of that wacky tobacco. That's besides the point.
Anyway, McKenna has taken over the Farrells. Now, they're holding Gwen hostage up there.
They all got guns.
I'm kind of speechless, honestly, to tell you the truth.
Well, them Farrells, they all got guns, and they're holding them up, and you got Gwen stuck in that room with people holding.
That's right. Now, Big Foster wants to, he has to put the brakes on some of his clan there. Yeah. His posse, if you will. Yep. Because they want to go in and they just want to start, blazing. Now, instead of gun blazing, they're going to be like bow and arrow blazing and knife blazing. And
not blazing like Louis was blazing.
No, not like that. But they want to go in there being cowboys.
That's right.
And Big Foster has to put the stop to it because
he's smart.
He's a smart man.
He knows it's a chess game going on, and he can't be doing that.
Can't even believe it.
Now, I want to say real quick, this is an opinion I have. Now, how I would do it if I was in that situation is when them lesbian women, when they're in their house scissoring, doing sexual things to each other, that's the time when they put their guns down. That's the time to go in there and get them.
Probably a good idea.
You could end the whole thing right there.
But do you really think they're doing any of that right now? I mean, they're kind of in a pivotal point here.
Yeah, that's when lesbians, when things are bad, lesbians like to scissor, get their mind off all that. That's at least what I read in Cosmetology magazine.
All right, well, maybe. All right, well, we got down to Wade. He's checking out the house that the Cracker Kid was from.
Oh yeah, and real quick, we don't call him a Cracker Kid because he's white. A lot of people think we're trying to be racist.
Ain't got nothing to do with that.
He likes crackers.
Hey, yeah, if you watch the episode, you know that he loves crackers. So we call him a Cracker Kid.
Yeah, all right.
Apparently, we're not the only ones too. So,
yeah.
But anyways, Wade is checking out the Cracker Kid's house. The family's dead. Wade stumbled across the house. He found it. Found a dead family.
Wade found that he found a jar with something in it, and I think it's the soup base of that lady's soup that they've been talking about.
Because that soup looked pretty nasty, and whatever was in that jar didn't look none better either.
It didn't either. No.
So Wade's picking around. He's got his gloves on, checking around, not leaving any evidence.
That's right.
And he stumbles across some medicine.
A whole bunch of medicine.
Now, Jim Bob noticed. I didn't notice this at first.
Yep.
Tell him.
Oh, man, there was cough syrup. There was pill bottles. I think that guy smoking that meth, maybe they're just a whole bunch of drug addicts, I think.
Yeah, it must have been. I mean, there was like 4 bottles of cough syrup there.
That's right. Now, he's seen them mutilated dead bodies, right?
That's right.
So I had to close my eyes during that part because I get a little squeamish.
He gets nightmares.
So what, was that real bad? Did it look scary?
Well, they didn't show too much of it.
Oh, man, but they were mutilated because you knew Big Foster had his way.
Havoc.
He was Jeffrey Dahmer'd him.
So what's his name, Wade? What he finds next is very pivotal.
Oh, it is.
Now, I've been using that word a lot lately, pivotal.
That means to pivot from one way to another. Changes the story.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds good anyway. But he finds a gun. Now, that gun just happens to be a black or blued, if you prefer the professional terminology. Yep. Revolver pistol with a wood grain grip. Yeah. Now, where might we have seen that before?
We might have seen that whenever. Where did we see that at?
Jim Bob's memory is just normal shit. This is why you can't smoke that marijuana.
Did we? Well, Louis was pressuring me.
Now that happens to appear to be the same gun that killed Wade's brother-in-law, the one up on the mountain at the wedding.
That's right. That's right.
So, do we have the murder weapon? I mean, is that the gun that Big Foster left the mountain with?
It could be.
It might be the murder weapon.
I think it might be. And then if it is, that's a very pivotal situation we have right there.
Good job.
That changes everything.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
I'm trying.
So, Wade is extremely happy that he found that gun because now he thinks he has the bit of evidence he needs to get Little Foster free. Yep. So there we have it.
That's right, because they might be kin, but we don't know that for sure.
Now, speaking of Little Foster, he's sitting at the mess hall in prison.
Oh,
he's eating himself some meals.
Minding his own damn business.
So, you know what happens here?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and tell him, because I got a very important message here I got to check.
Oh, okay.
We'll get back to that later.
All right, well, they're sitting in prison. Now, Foster, he don't see race. He don't see race like that, and if anything, he probably relates to these black people being shit on because he's shit on because he lives in the mountains. So he sits with these black people because he don't mind. Now, this white supremacist guy comes out of the blue. He walks over. Black people get up because they don't fuck with him because he's a bad guy. He comes over and he starts fucking with them. And he's saying this, he's saying that, he's talking about white supremacy stuff. And then all of a sudden, what does Big Foster do? Little Foster?
What's he do? I'm sorry, this is a very important
That's all right. He flings them mashed potatoes right in his face. Now, I mean, you could punch a man, you could call a man's wife a whore, you could disrespect his mother, but one thing you don't do is you don't fling mashed potatoes in a guy's face.
See who that's from, right? Don't say nothing.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
We'll discuss that later.
Yeah, that might be a surprise.
All right. Where were we?
We were at him flinging the mashed potatoes.
Okay, flings the mashed potatoes in a guy's face. I'm going to trust that you summed all that up.
I hope I did.
Was preoccupied there. All right. Now, back on the mountain, Morgan explains why she took over everything. Why she did what she had to do with, stealing the Brennan's guns and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, in the old ways, if things were going bad, you had to kill the strongest of the tribe.
Oh, yeah.
In a ritualistic sacrifice to purify the land. So, if something was going on and one of us had to die, it would probably be me, because I'm probably the strongest out of the two of us.
Well, that's good with me.
So,
all right.
But it's it's that old saying, you take one for the team.
That's right.
That's kind of what's going on right there. So,
yeah.
In Morgan's fucked up, crazy, demented mind, delusional. She thinks that if she kills, if the Brennan kills, the most strongest of them all are the pharaohs, then magically the land will be okay and
everything will be fine.
The cool people will just
rainbows and goddamn unicorns,
starfish and sunshine and glitters.
That's like right, glitter.
Who goddamn knows?
Flying through the air.
But that's what's in Morgan's fucked up mind right now.
Yeah, because she's thinking in the old ways. Now let me tell you. Now if we all followed the Old Testament, we'd be a lot like them witches right there. We'd be killing animals and doing all this fucked up shit. But we don't follow that because Jesus died for our sins, and these ladies need to understand that Jesus died for our sins. So therefore, we don't have to kill each other like that no more.
Why do we have to kill the strongest person? Jesus died for our sins. He already took that initiative. He took one for the team.
I know they might not have Jesus in their life.
I don't know.
That might
I
be
think
it.
that Morgan's just a little off a rocker.
I think she is.
All right. Well, they bring a guy in. As Morgan explains all this shit, they bring this one guy in, and I ain't never seen this pharaoh before, and I was on that mountain, I don't remember him or none at all. So they bring him in and they say, well, if you're going to refuse to do this, because she does, Gwen refuses to kill anybody,
yep,
then we're going to have to kill one person every hour until you decide you're going to do it.
Yep.
And Gwen tries to call her bluff. She says, nope, not doing it.
Yep, chess game she thinks she's playing.
What happens?
I'll shoot that guy right in the head. Now, I said it. I said, I never seen that guy before. They're going to kill him. I knew it. I called it.
That's what they did.
Yep.
Gunshot goes off. The people outside go, they shot the Brennan. Because they don't know what the hell happened inside.
They don't.
But they're jumping to conclusions. And that's something you don't do. You don't jump to conclusions.
That's true. Especially with this show, because it's fuck your mind up.
So right there, Big Foster's had a goddamn enough.
He ran in there.
That's right.
Like
he pushes right past the ladies holding guns out.
He didn't even care.
You bitches ain't going to shoot me none.
That's right. He didn't say that, but he was see it in his eyes.
That's what we said when it was happening. So he went in there, and that kind of was part of the chess game right there.
Yeah.
Morgan now knew who the strongest of the clan was.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So right there, she knew. She even said something about a man that's willing to die for his lady is the strongest of the clan. Something like that. She said.
That's right.
I'm not going to paraphrase it, but
that's right. And Morgan looked, Gwen. She looked a little sad about this, but because
she knew she got played.
That's true. She got played.
She was duped right there.
Now there's a chess game going on here, but it's getting real construed. We don't know who's playing the pieces. Is Gwendolyn just lying? She's setting up Big Foster to die.
It's a good possibility.
We don't know what's going on. It's fucking up our brains.
So, all right, well, so Gwen causes that poor guy to die. Then
poor guy.
That's what happens when you play chess. People are going to die.
Didn't even do nothing.
All right, so we're back downtown, down at Butch's apartment.
Oh, yeah.
And Sally Ann is breaking down what bills are to Hassel.
Oh, man.
Hassel ain't getting it none.
Man.
Hassel, the look on his face right now is the same as when he tried to explain things to Jim Bob.
Yeah.
He just don't get things.
I don't understand.
So she's explaining to him, rent's this much, and you got to have this money for these things. You need a bed and all this shit.
On top of that, they're having a baby, so you got to have $800 million for that.
Doctor's shit right there.
I say
money for utilities.
I say wait till she breaks down at work how a checkbook works out. He's gonna shoot himself in the face.
That's right. So she's like, he's like, well, what are utilities? And she's like, you got your your garbage and you got your electricity and you got your water. And he's like, wait a minute, they charge you for water?
Yeah.
How the hell do they charge you for water?
Yeah. Poor little guy, he doesn't understand
he doesn't
the way
get
it works down there.
And then he's like, well, how much they charge you for air? And she gets an attitude like he's being cocky. Well, God damn it, you're charging for water.
You probably charge for air too.
God damn ridiculous.
You had a good point there.
All right, so Hassel doesn't get it.
Nope.
But it's all right.
But that's okay.
Okay, so we go to Wade, and he's visiting the cracker kid at the school.
Yep.
So he walks over and he sits down with the kid, and he's talking to a little cracker kid there.
He says, hey, cracker.
He doesn't say that.
I know.
It'd be funny if he did.
You little cracker.
The cracker? And anyway.
That's racist. We're sorry.
So he's talking to the kid. He's like, well, you know, we found your family, and they're all dead.
Yep.
And the kid's like, yeah. Well, the kid doesn't talk a lot.
Well, yeah. I don't know if he said yeah, but he don't care his family's dead.
He don't really care. They were a bunch of assholes anyway.
Yeah.
So, the hell is that? Oh, I know what that is. Anyway, so he talks to the kid and he's like, well, who killed him? And the kid's like, yeah. And he basically gets it out of the kid that it was one of the Farrells.
Yeah.
So he pulls out his phone and he shows him a picture of little Foster. And the kid's like, nope, that ain't him.
Yep.
And he explains that it was an older guy with long white hair.
Yep.
So he's like, Wade's like, holy shit! I found out who did it.
They connected detective time. He's detective mind started working.
He must not know it's Big Foster, but he knows it ain't Little Foster. And that's all that he goddamn concerned about.
Now I want to add something right here. Now that little kid, there's a saying they call snitches get stitches.
That's right.
Now that little kid, he wanted crackers more than anything. And who gave him crackers? Big Foster.
Big Foster.
And then he goes and gives his description to the damn police. Yeah. So this guy, I didn't appreciate that.
That might not be a good thing.
You need to cover up for somebody that gives you crackers when you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Snitches get stitches. That kid's gonna get beat up.
All right. Well, we got Wade's sister. She's holding a little protest group.
Yep.
You know, because her last protest at the mining people's place didn't go over so well. So they're talking about what they're gonna do next. What the next big thing is.
Oh, the protesters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So she wants to hold a protest during this annual summer parade thing they have, and it's like everybody in the town waits all year for this parade to happen.
Ruining a good time.
She wants to ruin a goddamn parade.
Cause she's selfish.
So some of the people in the stands are like, well, I don't know about that, you know, my kids want to go to this and shit.
Yeah.
You know, which is reasonable. She's thinking like a reasonable person.
That's true.
So now we're gonna enter a new guy right now. We're bringing a new guy into the scene. His name is Gordon. But because Gordon's a kind of a hard name to remember, we're just going to refer to him as asshole.
Asshole. He seems like a big asshole. Untrustworthy.
He's what we call a libertarian pussy.
That's right.
Meaning he's all about people's rights. No, I don't know how to explain that.
Well, we don't know if he's a libertarian pussy or if he's just playing to be a libertarian pussy so he can get in there. That's another theory we have.
Yeah.
He might be with that coal company.
Yeah, that's true. He might be.
But regardless,
but he's just trying to knock some boots with Wade's sister.
Knocking them boots. Oh yeah.
And he's asshole, not to be confused with dickhead, who is the emergency management guy.
That's true. That guy.
Don't mix them two up. It's very important.
Big difference.
All right. So asshole is now he's trying to run the meeting and be like, no, she's right. You know, we got to do this and we got to do that. We got to
being a white knight. A guy who jumps in there and acts like, girl, oh yeah, this and that, just so he can get some pussy, and that's wrong.
At the end of the day, that guy's just trying to get laid. That's why he's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
All right, so that's him out of the way. All right, so little Foster's in the mess hall, and he has himself a bit of a skirmish.
Yep.
Now the main skinhead guy sends over his clan, and they're coming over to beat up little Foster. Well, that ain't gonna work none too easy.
Nope.
So little Foster ends up whooping the hell out of both of them. And as he's being let out, he tells the main skinhead, a real man fights his own battles.
That's right. That's a
true.
strong
That's real life right there.
That's real life. Now, I want to say real quick, too. In jail, how it works is they find the weak people, and then they say, you're going to need some protection, and we're going to help you, but you got to be part of our team, and you got to give us all your commissaries and all that stuff. Now, you don't pick the biggest guy who can kick everybody's ass and do that, too. I don't know what the hell they're thinking.
Not like that anyways. I mean, you're going to go about it a whole different way.
You got to be respectful to get him on your team.
That's right.
But he don't even understand there are teams, so you're fucked and shit out of luck. All right, I'm sorry.
That's all right. All right, so we're back to asshole. Oh. And it is confirmed that he is having some sexual relations with Wade's sister.
She's walking up the stairs. Next thing you know, he's butt-ass naked. And we were saying... this wouldn't really work for us, staying at the top of steps with our ding-a-ling swinging.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're more growers than showers.
Am I
Right.
We're giving a lot of weight around
I
here.
think that's how they put it. But boy, do we grow. And
separately, not
separately.
together.
And not that.
Anyway,
we
back
just
to the goddamn show, Jim Bob. You're
back to the
taking
show.
it wrong.
So, you know, if we were
Where
growers,
were we? God damn me, lose control of everything. Okay, so asshole fucks the sister.
real quick, we don't get. I've
Anyway,
never seen his penis. We don't get naked together. I'm just saying we tell stories. And all right, let's move on. Jesus
Back to
Christ.
the prison doctor.
All right.
The prison doctor's having a little talk with little Foster.
Yep.
And he's trying to offer little Foster maybe some solitary confinement to get him away from these guys.
Yep.
Try to protect him.
Trying to offer some advice.
As it turns out, the doctor is from India or somewhere. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
I think India.
And little Foster being from up on a mountain, they actually have a lot of similarities.
It's true.
And little Foster asked the doctor, he says, why'd you come over here? And he said, you know, to make a better life and this and that. And little Foster goes, well, was it worth it? And the Indian doctor goes, I don't know. Because as he left his simple home to come over here to be something, to make something of himself, he might have made things worse.
That's true.
Because, I mean,
hey, the grass ain't always greener on the other side of the fence.
that's right, it just has a different name.
That's right, and
That's
it
it.
might be a little bit more bluer.
All right, so
Whatever.
that's what's going on with the doctor.
Yeah.
We're
Oh, real quick.
Jesus.
Something about the doctor.
not talking about the naked shit anymore.
No more naked
All right.
stuff. Something about the doctor. Now, the doctor, during this scene, he explained something that really hit me at the heart. He said, little Foster said, whenever we do something wrong up in the mountain, they put us in a cage.
Oh, yeah.
And we're able to think about it. We become better people. And down here, you guys do what you do. So that shows that you think that them pharaohs are uncivilized, when really it turns out it's flipping it around and it's showing you that we as people, city boys, whatever you will, are a little more uncivilized than them up on the mountain.
Yeah, because up there they just sit in that cage and they're alone and they have to think about what they did.
That's right.
Down here you're just thrown in a cage
That's right.
with a bunch of other people who did bad shit.
Learn how to be a better criminal.
And that's about it.
So right there, people that are setting up them jails, you need to rethink that.
That's a good point. I forgot about that
Changing the world.
one. Right there. Alright, so Wade comes home from his long day at work and he goes to check the mailbox and finds himself a dead cat in the mailbox.
Oh, it was dead.
Now, that's not a good sign.
Nope.
Now, it didn't dawn on me at first. I'm like, oh shit, somebody killed their cat. That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Didn't dawn on me until afterwards. I was thinking about it, going, in the last episode, Wade used his mountain voodoo magic to take away the kid's bad dream.
Yeah.
But the kid's bad dream just happened to be
Wait for
that
it.
something bad happened to Kitty.
Oh, man.
Son of a bitch, we have a conundrum.
Holy shit, that is a conundrum.
So now maybe that kid is seeing telepathically into the future.
Wow.
God damn.
It just conundrumized the whole show for me.
Now that there is pivotal in the way that I used that word.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In the way that maybe the kid has some mountain magic, that maybe his mom is one of the Kenna or somebody else up on the mountain, or goddamn, something funny's going on.
My brain just exploded. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of people, you might not have noticed that, and that's why we're here. We're here to let you, remind you of things that you might not have seen.
That's right. Alright, so Hassel is now fully involved in the fight club.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing his first fight.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Butch, who is not... Butch has basically become Hassel's pimp. And we kind of
Pretty
thought
much.
that was going to happen.
That's true, yeah.
He's not pimping him in a sexual manner, but he is pimping him in a I'm going to make a bunch of money off your ass manner.
That's true. Kind of like that guy with the big hair pimped out Mike Tyson.
Don King.
Yeah, he's like a Donald
Yeah,
King.
there we go.
That's
Butch,
right.
We'll just call him Butch King.
That's right.
So, Butch King is not convinced that Hassel's going to win this fight. In
No.
fact, he actually wants Hassel to take a dive.
Yeah.
But Hassel's an animal.
And Hassel don't take dives.
He ain't got that in his blood.
That's true.
So, what happens? I mean,
Well,
really, I mean,
I thought Hassel was a little fruity. I will admit that. And right now, I'm going to say it on the record. I was wrong. Hassel's a badass son of a bitch.
there he is.
He's a stone cold with the hair bun and
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to hold that hair bun against him.
we won't or that kilt or his sweaty balls. Well, he goes in there.
right.
He beats the shit out of that guy. I think that guy at one point gets him down. And he could take the dive, but it ain't hassle to take the die. She gets up and knocks the shit out of that guy.
Just bat, done.
Bat.
That quick.
Yep.
All right, so Hassel wins the fight.
Oh man, and Butch Cassidy Kid, he's a little sad about
he's
that.
Not happy about
he lost himself some money.
All right, so go back up to Gwen up on the mountain, and this part here, Jim Bob didn't catch this part because he's a little slow. But Gwen gets up and she goes over and she starts talking to Lady Ray. Now, if you're not familiar, which you goddamn better well be familiar if you're watching this, Lady Ray is dead. She ain't alive no more. No, it was more like.
It's more like.
Not like a fart.
I was farting.
Like a foot on the head in the bathtub. And
oh my!
Bubbles coming out.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a way to kill your mom.
She was killed by Big Foster, which is her son.
Yep.
So Big Foster killed his mother, Lady Ray.
But she's back.
She's back. Her ghost is sitting there talking.
Who knows what's going on with that?
Here is what is interesting. And this is what leads you to believe that the chess game is going in Gwen's favor. She tells Gwen that she has to kill Big Foster.
Yep. I wouldn't blame her.
So, I mean here we go. Now, Gwen is winning the chess game and she's going to kill Big Foster.
It's true.
Because Lady Ray told her to.
Now, I think Gwen's playing like she don't want to kill Big Foster, but I think that's the big scheme.
It must be. I mean, that's what they want you to believe.
That's true. That's what I believe. You got me.
All right. So that part there was like, holy shit, Lady Ray's back.
I know.
Wow.
Or is she?
So apparently, if you die on the mountain, your spirit will come and talk to other people.
That's
now,
true.
this has happened quite a few times.
Or that feral wife has some kind of psychotic, what's that, psychedelic. It got some kind of hallucinogenic factor to it. Yeah, and people might just be saying things.
All right, so we'll see where that plays out.
Yeah.
All right, Hassel won that fight. Now, immediately, the show promoter, whoever the hell he is, the main guy running the damn thing, is not very happy. But he's got himself a real live feral that wants to fight.
That's right.
So he's getting people all over now that want to fight this feral.
Oh, yeah.
Because people don't like the ferals.
Yep.
So immediately, same goddamn night, we're talking some Iron Man competition shit.
We are.
He's got another fight with a big timer.
That's right. And Butch King's real happy about this because he's gonna, but he doesn't think he's gonna win. He says you shouldn't do this. This is your first fight. Right. He said this is your first fight, and you know what Hassel said? Tell him what he said.
He said
my first fight was whenever I was born.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Wow.
Sometimes I'm
gonna have to use that myself.
That is a pretty good line.
Good line.
So Hassel goes in there and just basically whoops this big dude's ass.
Yep.
And then Butch is like, woohoo, we made money, and he's like, you didn't even believe in me, and Butch King's like, I did believe in you, that's why I bet on you.
That's right. That's why Butch King, we're a big fan.
That's right. Butch played some psychological shit there.
He does.
He told him he didn't believe in him to get him pumped up.
That's right.
That might be a bromance.
I think he's actually lying to him, but it might be a bromance.
It might be a bromance.
Might be a bromance. That's right.
Hassel Butch.
I mean, you gotta be an interesting guy to have sex with a lady man.
That's true.
Sell them drugs and know all this stuff's going on.
Well, Butch's boyfriend thing has long hair. Hassel has long hair. They both, I imagine, wear dresses.
Oh yeah. Wow.
That's some shit to think about.
We could have a relationship brewing on our hands.
We're not going to talk about that. We're gonna. There's a theory. There's a theory. It might happen. Who knows? I hope not. No, where were we?
Oh, Jesus.
I know that kind of messed with my goddamn mind a little bit. All right. Little Foster is attacked in the yard. He goes out there for yard time, rec time, whatever you want to call it.
Minding his own business again.
And that man Skinhead comes up and says, you know what? You're right. Man does do his own fights or whatever the fuck he said.
Yep.
And he fucking pulls out a shank like the bitch that he is and tries to cut Little Foster.
And Foster sees it. He blocks it.
Whoops the shit out of him.
Beats the shit out of him.
Until that dude grabbed a 45-pound plate. And I know it's a goddamn 45-pound plate. And smacks Little Foster in the leg with it.
Oh, he did.
About takes him down.
And that dude being Little Foster, the other guy, the other dude, falls down. But it don't affect him too bad. I'm sorry. I was just excited.
All right. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, a 45-pound plate, you're not going to pick it up with one hand and swing it like that.
That's right. I mean, it weighs 45 pounds.
I mean, it might not sound like a lot, but that guy just grabbed it like nothing. If you look at, he's built like Jim Bob. He ain't grabbing a plate like that. Ain't doing it. Not happening.
Yeah, I only can lift the bar.
So, bottom line is, Little Foster whoops his ass.
Oh, and he gets that knife. He gets that
grabs
shank.
him by the throat. He has that knife. He's ready to fucking stab him.
I can kill you
with the goddamn thing.
I can fucking kill you right now.
He doesn't.
But I won't. Because I don't fight like that.
And then the skinhead starts talking some shit. I don't remember what the hell.
Talking some kind of
We're
jive.
to see him or something like that. And then Little Foster just fucking breaks his goddamn
Breaks his
neck.
damn neck.
Now, I didn't know at first. Because by that sound and by his hand movements, I thought he ripped his damn throat out.
I did too.
I was waiting for him to pan out and him like holding his throat.
Holding his throat.
Maybe
More
like take a bite out or
fatality.
something.
Hey.
Yeah, fatality.
Yeah.
Something. Didn't happen.
No.
But
he killed him.
he killed the man.
Just broke his neck with one hand.
And then you know what was funny? Right then the goddamn guards showed up and arrested him. Right
Nope.
goddamn then. They didn't stop the fight.
Nope.
They showed up to arrest him.
That's how it works, I guess, in prison.
Goddamn bullshit.
Yeah.
We get a little worked up. I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right.
Where are we here? Okay, so Wade's at the house and him and Lita are talking. That's his sister.
And he's getting a little pissed off.
Yeah, they're kind of talking, doing their thing, and all of a sudden a goddamn flaming brick flies through the window.
Now, I've heard of a flip brick flying through a window. I've heard of a Molotov cocktail, but I've never heard of a flaming brick. Damn.
That's some serious shit right
These people
there.
are inventive.
So, after that, Wade goes running out the house, chases the car, doesn't catch up with it. Lita comes out, and they start yelling back and forth, and Wade has lost his goddamn mind.
Yep.
But with every goddamn good reason to. He should lose his damn mind on her. Because she's being stupid.
That's
she's
true.
being a dumb bitch.
That's true.
You're dumb bitch.
You're dumb bitch. You're dumb bitch.
And so he tells her, he's like, yeah, I'm taking the kids. I'm taking your girls away from you. You ain't goddamn fit no more.
Yep.
And she deserves it. But then she comes back with some bullshit.
Yep.
And she's like, well, I'll be gone before too much longer and they'll be yours, and that's what you always wanted. That's fucked up
That's
right
fucked
there.
up. She wants some strange dick. She's going and getting that strange dick. And
Like,
she wants to give up her kids.
He knows you have cancer. You're going to die. He's not fucking right with it.
She wants
and you're going to throw that shit out there?
She wants to do her stupid protests. And then through them protests, get her some strange dick. And then she wants to just give her kids away.
She wants to fuck asshole.
Yeah. She wants to fuck asshole or have asshole fuck her. Well, I'm getting a little. All right. Sorry, kids.
All right, so Hassel gets paid from his fight deal. And him and Sally Ann go get themselves an apartment.
Oh, and he gets paid. Big stack of money on his hand. He's happy.
So they go to this apartment, and the walls are shitty. And they're talking about where they're going to put this, that, and the other thing.
Yep.
And then he's like, well, where are we going to put the bed? That's important. She goes, roll right here. Well, that's in the same goddamn rooms they're putting everything else in. So they either better get a really small bed.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's more rooms attached to that room that they're in. I don't know. It looks like a shitty place.
Hassel might need to join the UFC and get some real money.
Get paid real money.
Which it could happen.
No, not looking good for them. But
wait till we ask them to start buying Similac and Pampers. He's going to be real mad. Oh, man. He don't know what he's getting himself into.
Doctor's bills and co-pays and shit. So, and night time comes or whatever, and like Sally Ann sits up and she's looking for him. Where the hell did he go? And she walks over and she looks outside. There's Hassel, laying out in the yard, sleeping.
He can't help it.
Now, what'd you say when we were watching that?
He had smelly balls.
No, not that. You always say that. You're so concerned with his
Well,
balls.
I just think that, it's kind of gross that she's having sex with him.
Jim Bob said you can take the mountain out of Hassel.
That's right.
You can't take the Hassel out of the mountain.
No, you can take the Hassel out of the mountain, but you can't take the mountain out of Hassel.
That's what it is.
That's
right there. So Sally Ann goes out there and lays down and snuggles up with him.
And that's pretty loving right there. She's accepting who he is.
However, women don't like to lay outside.
Well, they don't like smelling balls neither, but she seems to not mind it.
She might be a keeper then. She don't mind the bugs and she don't mind the balls.
Or did she die in that car accident and she's just the spirit of the damn mob? We don't know.
Conundrum.
We don't know.
Oh, shit.
Jeez.
Never thought about that. All right. Well, Sheriff Wade tells off Dickhead.
Oh, Dickhead.
Dickhead. That's the emergency management guy.
You're not asshole.
He walks into it and says, you want to get the hell out of my office? And blah, 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 blah.
No, he sticks up for
himself. He's pissed off. Because he's got it nailed. He's got the murder weapon that killed his brother-in-law. Yep. He can prove now that Little Foster is innocent.
That's right.
Get him out of jail.
He's got the papers in the mail to rename himself Sherlock Holmes because he's that damn good.
That's right. So he is fucking ecstatic right now.
Yep.
And then Dickhead drops the bomb on him and says, well, I just got off the phone with so-and-so down at the prison. Yeah. And Little Foster killed a man. Killed an inmate. Yep. So now Little Foster just caught himself some charges.
Now, Wade's got to be in a real bad place at this point.
Wade's like, son of a bitch, give me some oxys.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'll eat them out of grease bag.
That's right.
Don't care.
Here's my issue. When you're in prison, there's cameras goddamn everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to look at them cameras. So they would see that little Foster was defending himself.
That's true.
Problem should be solved.
But in the town, they don't like the Farrells. So I think that maybe they lost that security camera footage.
Them tapes just disappeared.
Yep, they want that guy to go to prison for the rest of his life.
I was just so happy to see Dickhead get put in his place.
Me too. Oh, and Dickhead is going to get put in his place a lot more because Wade, he's a beast that's controlling himself, and he's slowly losing that control.
I mean, he's subdued right now.
That's right.
There's something brewing in him.
Pretty soon, he's going to just be like, he's going to be a lot like Hassel with his sweaty balls hitting off the guy while he's on top and punching him in the fucking face.
That's a good possibility.
It's my analogy.
All right, well, Wade goes and he talks to his sister, and he's like, I'm apologizing.
Yep.
I said some shit I didn't mean to say, but there's something I know I got to do now. And it's not exactly legal.
Yeah.
So what he is saying is he's about to do some illegal shit.
That's right.
Because when you say you're doing something that's not exactly legal,
that means
you're going to jail.
That's right.
At least that's the way it usually works for us.
Let's get away with it. You might get
yeah, which usually doesn't happen
with us.
Anyway, so he's apologized to his sister, and she don't even seem to care because she's a dumb bitch. She's inebriated with asshole right now.
Inebriated.
Whatever the hell that
She's
word
inebriated.
She wants asshole.
She does. She wants some asshole. What's them girls' names up there with the braids all through their hair?
Kenna.
She needs to go up there and join them. Kenna,
she
wants
needs
a little asshole.
That's what she needs.
That's right.
All right, so now we have Gwen up there. The time has come. She's got to go, and she's got to go kill Big Foster.
Yep.
And things are not looking good.
It ain't.
And she goes and she says to him, you know, something about the blood will purify the blood or something. She fucking
says some mumbo jumbo.
Crazy shit. So she pulls up, Morgan gives her a knife. She walks up, she puts it up to Big's neck. She's getting ready to cut, and she turns around. She says, no, Big Foster is not the strongest.
Now, at that point, you think that she's going to stab that lesbian lady with the...
Well, yeah, well, at first you think she's going to stab Morgan.
Morgan, yeah, yeah.
And then when she walks up to Big Foster, you're like, oh, fuck, Lady Ray told her to kill him.
Yeah.
So she's going to kill Big Foster.
Yeah, you don't know what's in her mind.
And then she turns around, and she's looking at Morgan, and she's like, he's not the strongest. And you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
This goddamn mayhem.
I know. I must piss myself.
So what she does, she takes a knife and she fucking boom, jams it in her sail.
Like those Japanese people that dishonor their
like,
people.
Jesus Christ.
What's that called?
I don't remember what it's
Japanese
called.
people.
Yeah, they do the L. So
put that in the comments so your guts fall out.
I can't remember what it's called.
She didn't do all that, but she stabbed herself.
So Morgan goes up to Big Foster like she's gonna kill Big Foster. Well, why? Because Gwen just killed herself. You don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't know. And this whole three-sided chess game that's going on, I don't know.
All the winners are dead now. I mean, what the hell?
This is crazy.
So she goes up to kill Big Foster, and Gwen pulls the goddamn knife out of herself. She's goddamn Rambo.
Yep.
Pulls the knife out of herself, and she's holding it up to Morgan, and then she does a little nod thing. I thought she might be twitching.
Yeah.
Because she's fucking stabbed herself for real.
Yeah.
Like she's bleeding fucking for real.
Yeah, bleeding gallons.
And then what happens? Goddamn Big Foster, Jackie Chan's it, fucking kicks her. I'm knocking shit over.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He did
kicks
Jackie
goddamn
Chan.
Morgan onto the knife that Gwen was holding.
Oh man.
Fucking kills Morgan.
Everybody's dead.
Jesus Christ.
Which just goes to show, sometimes when you play a dirty chess game like that, no one comes out as a goddamn winner.
It's fucking amazing. So the rest of the kin are holding the guns. They're all like screaming like, Jesus Christ, like they're melting like the goddamn Wizard of Oz and shit.
It's true.
And they all fall to the ground. And then the Farrells grab the guns off the kin.
Did that really happen?
Yeah.
They all melted like the Wizard of Oz.
They didn't melt, but they like,
like
went to their knees and shit because their fucking leaders died.
Because you cut off the head of the snake, all the other pieces died. You ever hear that saying?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
And that's where we're at.
Yep. We don't know how to feel. We have a lot of thinking to do. We'll probably have a lot more to say next episode when we stew on this.
Hell yeah.
But I just want to say, them writers in this show, you're amazing.
Goddamn top notch.
You're amazing.
Fucking amazing.
I'm looking for things to hate about this show, and I find myself in love.
Huh. All right. Till next week.
Yeah.
This was talking outside.
I hope you guys are all right. Just take some time to think about it all. It'll all come together.
I gotta go get a drink.
I know. Let's drink a lot.